Situation in the Republic of Kenya in the case versus William Samoei Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang, case ICC 0109-0111, and for the open session.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mofade.
Good morning, Mr. President, Your Honours. The prosecution would just like to add that trial lawyer Lucio Garcia has joined the prosecution team, just for the record.
Thank you very much. Avoid calling for appearances every morning. I think we will just, if any who wants to change, they can let us know, so we don't go through the route of doing it all the time. I think there's no more appearance. Mr. Mofade, may proceed.
Good morning, witness.
Morning.
I'm going to ask you some more questions this morning, and I'd like to focus this morning on the ODM's strategy in the campaigning for the 2007 elections in Kenya. Do you remember we were talking about that yesterday?
Yes, I do.
And do you recall telling us that part of the ODM strategy generally was the use of banners, rallies, and the like in the various provinces in order to drum up support for the party and ultimately, hopefully, to win the elections? Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
I know you use the word tribes. Which other ethnic groups appear to own more pieces? What region were you referring to?
Rift Valley.
And then my next question will therefore be, are you saying he was king over all the ethnic groups in the Rift Valley, the ones that we mentioned earlier?
He was representing the whole of Rift Valley.
How do you know he was the king?
You mean of the Rift Valley?
In this context, all my questions are in respect of the Rift Valley.
Can you repeat your question?
The question was, how do you know that he was the king of that region?
Well, Your Honour, can I just say the reason I objected earlier, so it's clear, is the witness's first answer was quite clear, and he was talking about the ODM structure. And that was the genesis question. And my learned friend is trying to widen it. Your Honour, it is objectionable, but Your Honour, if my friend thinks it's relevant and is not misleading, then I will leave it to him. But Your Honour, he was very clear in the testimony. He talked about king of the ODM, and now it's being morphed, quite deliberately, I say, into something else.
Mr. Mofade, you may proceed.
Jonas, if we're reading the same transcript, my transcript says king of the region.
You may proceed with your question.
Indeed, Your Honour. So, Mr. Witness, how do you know that Mr. Ruto became a king?
First of all, if you look at the Pentagon members, each and every Pentagon member had a task to deliver. So they were representing their regions. And Mr. Ruto was representing Rift Valley. And he was heading that Rift Valley. The same to the rest of other Pentagon members.
I attempted to make this clarification earlier, and you've told us that Mr. Ruto, that his ethnic group is Kalenjin. Are you aware of any title that he has amongst the Kalenjin?
I can't say that I know quite a number of titles he has, but during that time of politics, he was crowned to be the elder leading that place.
And which place?
One second, please. You can hold the question, Mr. Umofada. You may ask it later. But for the transcript, I want to clarify what the witness just said. A witness, the transcript reports you as saying this, quote, "I can say that I know quite a number of titles that he has, but during that time of politics, he was crowned to be the elder leading that place," unquote. What I need you to clarify now is the first part. Did you say you can say you knew quite a number of titles, or were you saying you were unable to say that?
Your Honor, I can say, I do say that I don't know if he has got other titles.
Fair enough, that's fine. Mr. Mufari, please.
Apart from the political one.
Mr. Witness, I notice you're glancing repeatedly at the defense direction. Could you address the judges when you respond to your questions, please?
It's best, actually, that you are here to talk to us, and your testimony you are giving to the three of us sitting up here. So, yes, to concentrate your attention on us.
Your Honour, can I just say that a fair way of putting it should have been fair. The witness has been looking at my learned friend since yesterday when he answers a question, and for my learned friend to put the question in that manner is really unfair, and I'd ask him to reflect over it.
Mr. Ken is also correct that the witness had also been looking at Mr. Mofade in the course of his testimony. He'd been looking to the questioner, he'd been looking at us, and he'd also been looking at Mr. Ruto's side of the courtroom. So or the defense rather, side of the courtroom. So but do concentrate your attention to us, witness. We are not criticizing you that you've done anything wrong so far. Keep that in mind, but just so that we avoid any unnecessary discussions about this in future.
Your Honor, I also request, because I'm a human being, I also need to be given a space to look around. Yeah. So I don't think I'm doing any big mistake in that. So maybe if I look this side or the other side, please let people take it equal. because everybody is here to get what I'm saying. Everybody is here to listen to what I'm saying.
You're quite right. You're a human being. You need to be. We do not want to put you. We do not want to put you in a straitjacket where you look only in one direction. But try and, as much as possible, look more at us than elsewhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Witness, can I also say that I do not mind if you do not look at me at all. I would rather you look at the three judges opposite you when I'm asking you questions. The last question that I was asking you is, which place do you refer to when you said he was the king of that place?
I said Rift Valley.
And are you therefore saying that he was king over all of the ethnic groups in the Rift Valley?
Yes.
Who crowned him king?
Mr. Ruto was crowned by the community of Rift Valley, and also the other Pentagon members also went when he was being crowned.
Do you know when this happened, the year?
It was in 2007. It has taken a lot of time, so I can't remember the month and the date.
Would it be before the elections in 2007?